Steve Dotto here. How the heck you doing this fine day? Me? I am all kinds of excited because several cool things are happening. First of all, I have just completed our new website, which has been a monumental task. But secondly, I've been setting up a new demo station, which this is the first time that I'm recording at it. And now, for the first time in the history of Dotto Tech, I have the ability to deliver demos in both Windows and Mac. Oh my gosh, you're saying? Can it be true? I believe it is. So what's my first hybrid demo, Windows and Mac? We are going to talk about fonts today because as I was setting up my website, I needed to, first of all, figure out what font the theme that I was using used. Of course, if I'd read the documentation, I could have done it, but there's got to be a technology way to do it. Does there not? Indeed, I will show that to you. And then I'm going to talk about installing fonts. I haven't done it for ages. So installing fonts in both Windows and Mac. That's all today on Dotto Tech. Well, I've got to apologize for possibly the longest introduction in the history of the show. Actually, that's not true because I often ramble on at the beginning. But here is, you see beside me now, my new website that I've been working on for quite some time. Please drop in, visit dottotech.com, but be kind. We are still working our way through a few of the teething problems, but as you can see, it's a significant upgrade compared to what the site used to look like. It's using a technology called Parallax. Very cool. I will talk about it in a future episode of Dotto Tech. But here was the challenge that I faced, is I needed to figure out what font was in it. Of course, if I'd gone in and read the documentation, I would have now figured it out. But I thought there's got to be a kind of a technology way to find what font's on a page, especially you visit a website and you say, that's a font that I like. How do you figure out what font it is? Well, there's a tool for a Chrome plugin tool called What Font. I installed it in my browser, and it installs as a browser extension, and went to my website. And what happens is it's like a toggle, this tool. You click on it and turn it on, and you know that it's turned on if you see the exit sign telling you to exit. So what happens is actually if you normally visit a site when it's installed, it doesn't have any action at all. But when you turn on What Font, as you move your cursor into the page, whatever you're hovering over, it tells you what font you are seeing. And in this particular case, it's Railway. Now, I should warn you that it doesn't seem to work on every site, but it works on a lot of sites. So it's not a perfect tool, but it is a great option for discovering and finding fancy new fonts. You see a font at a friend's site or you visit a site that you really like, you can take a look and see if you can discover the name. Now, once you've discovered the name, a lot of these fonts are free fonts available to us to download. Because it's in the theme, in this particular case, my WordPress theme, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have access to it if I'm, say, working in Photoshop. So I want to download it onto my computer so that I can use it myself in creating additional graphics that will fit nicely into the overall look of the site. So I did a quick search on the intranet and found at Font Squirrel the Railway font, which is a Google font, and it's free to download. So all I did was I clicked on download the TTF file, which is the format for a font file. I downloaded that, saved it into my download directory, which I will do right now, and then I will show you exactly how you install it. So it's downloading the file as we speak right now. Now, once it's downloaded, it comes as a zip file. If we open it up, all of the different versions of the typeface are available to us in this zip file. And then installing it on a Mac couldn't be easier. Select the faces that you want to install, right-click your mouse, and then choose Open With, and it's going to open it automatically with FontBook. FontBook will allow you to install the font, and you just click on Install, and then it's available to you in all of your desktop applications. Could not be easier. It's a very fulfilling process, to be perfectly honest. Now I have Railway installed, so I can create my own graphics using the Railway font. Well done. But what about the Windows world, Steve? You said you were going to show it to us in Windows. Let us zip over to my virtual Windows install running here on my Mac. I have Windows 10 running here. And here, if we take a look in the Chrome browser in Windows 10, we can see we have access to the exact same Chrome plugin. We can plug this in to our Chrome install in Windows 10, and we're ready to roll. Once we've done that, you can download the exact same font. This font format is the same, be it Windows or Mac. You will get a zip file that you can unzip. Once you've unzipped that file, you can simply double click on the file, and just like on the Mac, up will come the ability to install it. It does it automatically. So we click on install, and now it's installing this face of the Railway font. I would want to do it with all of the different faces. I'd want to install it all in the operating system. If you're unsure or you want to check on your fonts, you just go in the search bar here and you type in font, and you can take a look at the font control panel, and you can view all of your different installed fonts by clicking there. Sorry, I had to re-record this final section of this video because we had an audio issue. So as I was saying moments ago, if you want to check to make sure that the font is properly installed, you open the control panel, and here you can manage all of your fonts. And if we just type in Railway, we can see that the Railway Black, which I just installed, is now installed. Of course, we would install the whole family. But it's just that easy to upgrade your system, increase the number of fonts you have, and basically enrich your graphics applications, because now you have access to more fonts. But use them judiciously, folks. Do not make all of your documents look like ransom notes by using every font available to you. Well, I hope you found this video today to be useful. There's 3 ways to stay in touch with us here on Dotto Tech. The first is please subscribe to this channel. Second is subscribe to our newsletter. Then you'll hear about our upcoming live events and webinars, which we do many of. And finally, Dotto Tech is a community-funded site supported through the generosity of you through the crowdfunding site Patreon. If you'd be so kind as to drop by our Patreon page, have a look and see what's involved in supporting Dotto Tech, what we do with your money, and what perks are available to you, I would appreciate it. The perks are awesome. Till next time, I'm Steve Dotto. Have fun storming a castle.